You know, after reading up on this, one could say the masculine heart is in a silent crisis. Men do not open up as much about their emotions. They often feel trapped. They don't like necessarily being vulnerable. What is the number one reason you believe men are lonelier than ever?
I think, as men, we've not learned how to really connect to each other.
And mental health awareness has grown drastically. Still, many men experiencing mental illness continue to suffer in silence.
I hate it, but I'm coming back again. So keep me wrapped around your little finger. It tastes so sweet, the words you spit at me.
What would you say, in your opinion, is the main reason that so many young men feel lonely?
In terms of the biggest cause, I definitely feel people, young people especially, they don't really know who they are, so they don't really know who they want to surround themselves with.
The expectation on men that we can't let our emotions out, especially not the ones that hinder other people or, make you a burden to other people, supposedly.
And that can sometimes kind of cause issues with maybe being around the wrong crowd or being around people that are emotionally stunted or emotionally immature and not really having those avenues to pursue talking about your feelings, talking about how you feel and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely the environment some people surround themselves with.
So you mentioned this is a generational problem. Is it something that's getting better with time, in your opinion?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Probably because of the internet being so accessible. It's so much of a cultural norm that everyone has it, and you can substitute any real world thing for an online version of it that seeks to emulate it. You can buy groceries online, you can do your job online, you can talk to your friends online, you can play games online. But they're all a lot less gratifying in the long term, and they just build onto that loneliness that us men are raised with. And so yeah, it's getting worse over time.
Is this something that's getting worse or better with time?
It's hard. From my perspective, from when I was in school, definitely better. Mental health was talked about in my school, definitely, but not in the way that it is today. I don't think it was as well understood. Man, I sound old. I don't think it was approached in the right way. I think nowadays it is a lot better. That being said, there is a huge way to go in terms of mental health and kind of approaching it. Loneliness can be kind of easy to spot on the surface in terms of self-isolating and stuff like that. But for a lot of people can mask that pretty well, and they can kind of fit in. And I think that's kind of the more severe type of loneliness.
Is loneliness something that affects you often?
In the past, yeah. I've definitely been lonely. In terms of my life now, not particularly. I'm pretty in a good spot, have a good support network and stuff like that. So yeah, no, but it still is. I guess it's an issue for everyone really, isn't it? Yeah.
Would you say that you are lonely?
Yeah.
The CDC data shows that males make up 50% of the U.S. population, but 80% of suicides.
We live in a culture that's out of sync with our nature, and that's creating a crisis of connection, which is essentially loneliness.